Welcome, Libra, to your Tarot Forecast 2023. This is Gene Meyer from Inspiring Clarity, and I'm glad you're here today. So today we're going to be doing your next year's outlook. I have 12 piles of our cards, so we're going to do a look at every single month. Not only are we going to look at every month, at the end of every 6 months or at the end of June, we're going to draw a fortune card. So I want you to think of a yes or no question that you would like the answer to. We're going to do one after June, and we're going to do one after December. Also, we're going to get your lucky numbers for the year as well. So let's get started. This is kind of a special reading because I'm introducing a new deck. If you look at this deck, what do you notice about this card? It's plain. It doesn't give you any preconceived impressions about what's under it like these cards do. This card is from a special deck. It's a Buddhist spirit reading card, and it's meant to be plain on the back and not give that kind of a outward impression. So there's a Buddhist spirit reading card in each one of these stacks, and this is the first time I'm going to publicly read with these. So if you guys think about it, if you like the cards, say something and let me know. All right, Libra, let's start in January. Wow, look at this. This is one of the Buddha cards. Isn't it awesome? And January starts very peaceful. This card makes me feel peaceful, relaxed, even kind of in the flow. And so I'm really liking that this is your theme for January. You know, these cards are imbued with special properties. These aren't like the 10 of clubs or, the 8 of rods. These have no preconceived ideas, but they're imbued with emotion. And so when I feel this card, I feel that peace that radiates. This makes it a very easy card to read with. I know a lot of you that watch like to learn about the cards as well, and I like teaching and sharing. So, all right, let's get to the rest of the reading. Well, not only are you peaceful, but you're quite content. And I see that you're already possibly in a relationship. Because this is a specially created Rider-Waite Tarot love deck. And so somebody's already pretty much happy in their relationship. And I'm really pleased with this. Yes. Wow. You guys get along great. This is a sign that it's going to continue into that future. So I love that for you. You see the two arms intertwined? This is a great card as well. And the last card is the Hermit. Now the Hermit normally in the upright position shows somebody looking into their past. But this card presented in the right and the upside down position. So right now this person is looking at their future. Okay, so you're contemplating this relationship. Maybe you're doing some planning. Maybe you want to take a trip, make things more permanent, whatever. So this is a great card and a great feeling. So that takes us through January. Let's move on to February. Wow, February's card seems quite peaceful and contented too. And as we say, somebody was thinking about this future. This card definitely resonates some actual thought. The eyes are closed in kind of a prayer or a trance or a configuration, a conscious collection of thought. So I love that that peacefulness and that thoughtfulness is continuing. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Now the Six of Pentacles says that, you have enough money, you need to pay your debts. Possibly you owe money to someone, or possibly someone owes money to you, and it'll be repaid. Either way, it's going to balance out. You'll have the money to do it, or someone will pay back a good size amount that they owe you. So that's a really good card too. And then we have the World. And this is great because you're in a relationship. Things are balancing out in your life, you may have a good financial future going, you've got a good relationship going, you're thinking about it, you're hopefully manifesting this relationship and guiding it where it needs to go. And yes, you are, because we went from the Six of Pentacles earlier to the 10 of Pentacles. So now I'm pretty sure someone is paying you back something that they owe you. And like I said, it's a good amount of money. So I'll look forward to that in February. Alright, so let's move on to March. I hope you guys are enjoying this reading so far. And like I said, if you like, subscribe, share, comment, and tell me what you think. You guys know I always respond to you. Okay, so your month of March comes with the idea that we leave the past behind us and turn to our future. So I really love the power of this card because it says so much without anything. Just let it go. Let it be a shadow behind you and look at the light and move in that direction. So, and again, okay, so we have the Four of Cups. The cups are normally your emotional sign. When somebody's in love, there's a lot of cups. When somebody's emotionally invested, there's a lot of cups. So if you're in a good relationship, there's usually a lot of cups. And this Four of Cups is no different. What it is right now is somebody's wanting to offer a cup, but somebody's not taking it because there's already so much sitting here. So somebody's taking their time. They're thinking things over and they're contemplating. And that's what it takes in a good relationship, is the positive possibility of that compatibility, of, saying to each other, I want to stay in this. So our next card shows me the Ace of Cups, a new beginning. Maybe this is when you decide you want to commit, okay? Something's going to happen that's going to make you realize that, this is time for me to either move in or move on. So you need to decide, and this is your March. And Mars shows me the Empress. So maybe she feels exactly the same way. Because the Empress is the sign of fertility. So it could also be a new start if somebody's pregnant. Or somebody wanting to be, somebody we know is pregnant. But it'll be quite close to you. So this is really good. Let's move on to April. And people wonder if I look at these cards before I read them. No, I try not to make a mess. And once I lay these cards down, because if you touch them again, they make a mess. Okay, so April is about home, family, children. We just talked about the Empress, somebody being pregnant. So now we're talking about home, family, and children. This is a Buddhist spirit card, you know, and I love this vibration. I love how it feels. And I see some green in this picture, which resonates with my heart chakra. So this is love, okay? It's, like I said, love of family, love of children. So this is definitely a big subject for April. Wow. And it is, because whatever's going on is, you guys are just so crazy about each other. You're enamored. This is the soulmate card, you know, the lovers, or Gemini. The thing about soulmates is a lot of people don't understand that a soulmate is somebody that you've already had an intimate connection with in your past life. Okay, but it could be a family connection, a father, a mother, a brother, you know, somebody that you shared a physical connection with. So there's thousands of our soulmates alive and on Earth during our time on Earth. So yes, it's entirely possible it's your soulmate, but it doesn't mean we are supposed to be with our soulmate every single time we find them. Our soulmates are to teach us lessons. So if that lesson is love, that's awesome. So here's an interesting card. This is the Devil. And in this deck, the Devil indicates a narcissist, or something that comes between these two. Now it feels like these two are chained together. So it doesn't feel like a good relationship. But that's in the upright position. In the reverse position, it means exactly the opposite. Nobody is ruling over the other. You are both equal in standing. You stand before each other, whether you're chained by force or by choice. So I like that. And then I see the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess can be somebody that you seek advice from. Somebody like a mom or a friend, or it could even be a legal person. You know, perhaps you are contemplating moving the relationship to the next level. What would that look like to you? What would that feel like to you? You know, and because you're taking your time to make that decision wisely, it'll pay off for you. You know, sometimes getting other points of view are almost as important as your own. And our last card, wow, look at this. This is the Seven of Cups. And this is kind of like the wish fulfilled card. You know, and this is one of those specially created love cards. So, as I've said, you know, you guys have this very intense connection. I'm not saying it's a twin soul connection. Because most twin soul connections are not meant to last. But that's a story for another video. So let's go to May. And like I said, if you guys give me a comment and you want to know about it, I'll be happy to tell you. Alright, so May starts off. Oh, again, we have a child and an animal. So we've got some other attention in our lives right now. You know, someone might be getting a new pet, might be getting a new grandchild. You know, like I said, we've got this pregnancy going, or this pregnant and this child going for a couple months now. And oh, look at this. We've got the same Seven of Cups. Look at that. You know, so maybe you both are so thankful for this pregnancy. You know, maybe this is a much wanted child. And maybe that new start, maybe it was IVF or something. You know, maybe even trying for a really long time. But I love that these two are together. And these two are so similar, you know. They kind of have the same power as well. So I kind of like how they feel. Now, normally, when we viewed the Eight of Swords, it would look like she can't see her way out of this problem. But this card presented in the reverse position. And she doesn't want to see her way out of it. She's fine. She's content. Right now, she may not even know that she's pregnant. So nothing's happening, no action on that part. You know, but it's going to be in the back of somebody's mind. So our next card is the Seven of Pentacles. Reaping what you sow, that past action. And that's why I'm thinking, you know, maybe this is in vitro fertilization. You know, maybe this is like the second or third time somebody's trying, you know, and it's going to be successful. It's finally going to be successful, and you'll be very happy. So I'm liking that. All right, so let's go to June and see what's going on here. I'm actually liking this reading because there's a lot of very interesting things. And here we go, the 4th month. And again, we have a child. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lanterns. 4 months. Wow. So this is interesting. This could mean every single week for the month. It could be the 4th month of, you know, because we've been talking about it for 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Okay? And again, there's a child in the representation. And that is one of those Buddhist spirit reading cards. Don't you just love the feeling and the action? I do. So let me know what you think of them. So our next card is the Devil. Now normally, the Devil and right side up means there's going to be some big problems. But since the Devil presented in reverse, I see this going very smoothly. As a matter of fact, so smoothly, it makes a happy home. This is kind of the happy home. Move in together. Two, pair. And it, you know, maybe this person might already have a child. You know, but either way, this is a happy home, a significant. Yeah, if someone's not pregnant, someone already has a child. Huh. But somebody really does want to get married if they are pregnant. Because this is the card of getting married, and you see this, 1, 2, 3. You know, that's your father, mother, baby connection. You know, so you could possibly get married in June. June's the month a million people get married. It's a beautiful month to get married in. And the Queen of Swords says, yes, I have cleared the way. If you're ready to get married, we're ready to. And maybe now you're feeling better after all of this thought. So we're at the end of June. So let's get a fortune telling card. Aren't these cool? And if you can't see here, but Jack is here. You know, Jack is my 6-inch crystal ball. And many times he sits here on the desk, normally whenever I'm doing any kind of a reading. Because, you know, Jack has his input on things as well. Jack has his own page, Jack in the Ball. Check it out if you're interested in the crystal ball. I haven't updated it in a while. I've just I've been so divided with so many things. Okay, do you have your question ready? Let's get your answer. And it's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get married, I'll bet you. Just saying. Okay. So let's go to July. Let's check out July. Well, July is a 4-lantern month as well. So this one ties in exactly with that one. And this one is now contentment. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we've got 4 more. Isn't that interesting? So, if so, that might be your pregnancy. Or even the time of engagement, or whatever. Okay, so our next card. Oh yeah, it's the 2 of Cups. If you haven't gotten married before, you're getting close. Because you guys want to be together. You see their arms interlocked like you do when you get married. She's got something in her hair. He looks like he's wearing a cloak and a fancy shirt. So if nothing else, maybe this is a firm commitment. And then we have the 7 of Swords. Now somebody is wanting to bring up things from your past, but you've turned that away. Stand strong. Don't let people who've caused you problems in the past cause problems again. I have a feeling this person has had a lot to say about your relationships before. Just know, their opinion is not always correct. Yeah, you're going to be fighting that off. Because the 5 of Wands says, people are going to have something to say. Maybe because you're pregnant. Maybe because maybe they have children before. Maybe you have to move. Maybe it's your 2nd or 3rd marriage. Your 2nd or 3rd possible disappointment. So there's so many things. And sometimes we just kind of feel overwhelmed. So I'm guided to just say relax. Things take time to unfold. And then we have the Chariot. The Chariot reminds us things are not always in black and white. So sometimes, there's underlying things that we don't see or that we don't examine. So now is your time to do it. You choose that direction you want to go. Now, obviously, you have a choice. If you didn't have a choice, you wouldn't have a choice card right here. All right, let's move on to August. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this reading, and if you are, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I haven't read most of the year, and part of it was, I was really feeling burnt out. With things going on with my mom, and, my COVID and my voice, and all the other stuff. So I'm really happy to be reading again. Alright, so July, August. Let's take a look at August. August shows the Page of Wands. Now, anytime we see a page is a messenger, somebody delivering a message. So you're going to learn something. You're going to get, maybe someone will come to visit. Maybe you'll meet somebody new. Maybe you'll get a letter in the mail. Maybe you'll get a big check in the mail. But somebody's going to have something to do with an important message for you. Wow. And it's going to mean the world. Who knows? Maybe the baby's going to be born. Maybe... somebody wins some money or something. Maybe you get a new job. And that's what the world's card's about, is about that infinite positive possibility. Okay. And I'm sorry I didn't do this one first. I normally was doing it. But anyway, here's our Buddha Spirit reading card. And it's saying it's going to take 2 months to manifest. These 2 lamps indicate 2, and he's manifesting, and I think that means month. So I'm thinking it means it's going to take 2 months for this to manifest, and you can deal with that. Wow. So you need to start saving up your money. You need to be thinking about it. If you're going to do something, you need to put in that action to finish that attraction. So if you want to buy a house or move in with somebody or get an engagement ring or buy a new car, then you need to start saving that money and making that plan to make that happen. Because you're manifesting it right now. You've got the power to actively manifest, and you sure do. 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness. Wow. So this is a great card to see, because it looks like things are going to be flowing your way, Libra. I see a family and I see children again. So, this is happy home and family. Everything you want. And what could be a possibly better thing than that? So let's take a look at September. September says, yes, the Wheel of Fortune. You are moving this in the direction you choose. You are the driver. You are the manifester. You set the course. You do the action to create the attraction. Whatever attraction you want it to be. Yeah. So your Buddha Spirit card says, again, 4 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a lot of this going on, but now that we've had several months cards, I think we're looking at close to a year of this cycle of whatever's happening. And the Hangman. You've got a new perspective. You've gained perspective and wisdom by being wise and waiting and being tolerant and being open. And sometimes that's what it's all about. If you want to win, look at this, the victory. And look, you're riding right into your future. You're loving it. You have no problems. You're embracing that positive possibility. Yeah. And the Star says you're finally realizing it's already come to light. Why has it been so dark for you? It's right here. It's right here. It's happening now. I love that. And there she is, right there, waiting for you. The sunflower, that spirit, that connection that you desire. She's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere if it's a he. But that's what they're saying. They're standing there, staying there, right in your face, right under that Empress. This card here, the 10 of Pentacles, is right above the 10 of Cups, so that they have that beautiful 10 connection. So, and if you're interested in your own personal reading, find the link to my Patreon channel. You can get a personal reading from there. Alright, so let's take a look. Oh, geez, here's your Buddha Spirit reading card. But look again, it's children. Hear no evil, or see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. How beautiful, God, I'm sorry, I can't tell how foggy this is, so hopefully you can see it. I got old eyes. So, this is a beautiful card. But it's saying, again, we have children, and if you're not seeing anything evil, you're not hearing anything evil, and you're not saying anything evil, then you must be doing good. And the Chariot again. So, look, this card has repeated. The Chariot, again, it's your choice. Things aren't always in black and white, but you do have more than one choice. Okay, So the Page of Swords, remember, pages are messengers. And we've had other messengers that are going to come in as well, but something important. So you're going to get an important message. You're going to contact an important person. You're going to, maybe even have a new job that you're going to meet an important person. So let me see what the rest of the month says. Oh, well, you may have some things going on. This is the Eight of Rods, and it shows something from your past kind of giving you some growth, but it doesn't mean it's bad. Maybe you need to re-examine something that you did in your past. Maybe you need to think about it and think about it in a whole new way. Because remember, we had the Hangman, bring a new perspective. So I'm going to say, when you read intuitively like I do, a lot of times the standard meanings to tarot cards don't fit in. You kind of have to go with the flow that Spirit gives you and the words that they give you. So then our next card is the Page of Swords. And again, we have another page, another important message, person, or opportunity. And so it's like, opportunity doesn't always knock twice. So, that's it. That's a good thing. I don't know where that other one was, but I know it was here. So I'm loving that. So let's get to November next year, 1 year from now. And I see, where's that Buddha Spirit card? Wow, look at this. I see things are kind of like a whirlwind, but suddenly it all just came together. It kind of settled in it. And at the end it was really strong and it was really beautiful. I kind of love this card, that blue, that peaceful color. So now, have we made it legal? We've got the Emperor here. And I got a couple other interesting cards. So that's why I'm asking. And it looks like we want to get married. It looks like we might get that feeling, but there's a couple other things, You got to put in some work. And, well, we've got the King of Cups. Okay, we've got that love. But we just have to examine our past and feel how we feel about love. We can't let the judgment from our previous relationships get in our way in our happiness. Because like I said, here's the Emperor. And he wants to bring you two together. And this isn't just a couple. This is a happy home. And this is financial as well. So, that's a really good sign. So let's get to December. Then we'll get to your second question. And then we'll get to your lucky numbers. So I'm hoping you're liking this so far. Because I am. I feel nice and fresh after as long a time as I've taken away. So again, our Buddha Spirit card shows a manifestation and 4 months. So we're looking at an overall span of about 16 months of things going on in this reading. Some of them cards were meant to be read sideways, which means things will take longer. So it doesn't surprise me that this reading is, about 14 to 16 months to totally manifest. And here we have Justice again. Another person that you seek advice from or could possibly marry you. Maybe you get asked, maybe you get married there. Either way, it's another new start. It's something good happening, even if it's just the end of the year. But always be open to that positive possibility of that new start, because this is some phenomenal energy you have right in here. You've got these sevens, you've got this Empress, you've got this movement of emotion, of family, of even a bit of prosperity. So I'm thinking it's a really good year for you, Libra. So let me get to your last tarot card, and that's Strength. So, I mean, I think that's a great advice for ending the year next year, is to keep your strength up. Because, I mean, this has been a whirlwind. There's been a lot of things going on. A lot of good things, a lot of positive things. And I love that for you. So let's get our fortune card. You got that second question in mind? Let me get them here, get them shuffled. Oops. And because they're new cards, they're kind of sticky, and, I had to kind of fight with them. Alright. So, alright, you got that question in mind? Alright, let's turn her over. Maybe. Okay, perhaps you haven't committed to it yet. So, Spirit can't commit to it either. But whatever this question was, yeah, celebrate it. Alright, let's get your lucky numbers for the year, and we are almost through. So your lucky numbers are numbers 1 through 9. 0 can play a part anywhere. 0 is usually not part of lucky numbers. Someone had asked me that. Did I use 10 to signify 0? I said no. 0 can go anywhere in those numbers and still have the same message. 0 is neutral. So our first number, 2. So in the beginning of the year, that love may start differently, smaller. But, 2, and that being a heart, that tells me that, that's an emotional thing. So something small emotionally. And then we have 5. 5 is a good, strong, middle-of-the-road card for most things in life. Because a lot of times, a base of 5, you can only go up. So our third card is 7. And 7 is a stronger card than 5. So that means things are just going to get better. So anytime you see the number 2, 5, 7, if you play the lottery, play that one regularly. But the thing is, 2 and 5 is 7. And so this is kind of a synchronistic card. We got the 7 there. We got the 7 there. So this is really quite interesting. And we have the 7 there. So 7 is going to play a very large number in your life this year. All right, Libra, that's all I have for you today. Wish you all. Oh, yes, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and just give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Love to all. Gemini.